Hello, I would like to share with you this pattern. It is very easy to make and needs any even number of stitches. Here I have 20 stitches for pattern and 2 edge stitches, so total of 22 stitches. The pattern is completed in two rows only. So how to make every odd row? First stitch transfer unknitted, then first 2 stitches, first and second, you knit together, then loop from the first stitch, put back to the left needle and knit on its own. Done. Next 2 again together and loop from the first stitch, goes back. So repeat the same until end of this row. Again 2 together, this loop goes back and is knitted separately. Again 2 together, this first loop goes back and is knitted separately. Again 2 together and 1 goes back. Again 2 together and this goes back and knitted separately. Again 2 together and this loop separately. Again 2 together and goes back. And last 2 the same thing. Last stitch is always purl, always on both sides. Now turn your work over. And now first stitch again you just transfer, don't knit. Then first stitch is a purl stitch separately. Then next 2 stitches purl together, but last stitch keep on the needle and purl it separately, and repeat the same until end of this row. Sorry, purl 2 together, then last remains and you purl it separately. Again these 2 together and now last remains and you purl it on its own. Again 2 together and this purl 2 together and 1 separately, 2 together, 1 separately, and the same until end of the row. Two together and last of the pattern you just purl and the edge stitch also purl. Turn your work over and repeat odd row, which is 2 together, loop from the first one goes back, that's it, and again 2 together and repeat it until end of this row. Every odd row is knitted this way and every even row purl as I showed you. I will do a couple of rows just to show you more. And again 2 together, goes back and separately. Oops. 2 together, goes back and separately. 2 together, last 2 together, this goes separately, and edge is always purl. And again the same thing as you always do on even rows. First stitch is purl, then 2 together, 2 together, last remains on the needle and you purl it separately. Again 2 together, last remains on the needle and you purl it separately. again 2 together, and again purl, 2 together. So there's only purl stitches on the even rows, but not the regular purls. See, 2 together, then last remains, and you purl it separately. Oops. Here 2 together, and last again separately. And 2 together, and the last stitch of the pattern is purl, and edge is also purl. Repeat these rows back and forth. So this is the face side, the obvious face side of this pattern. I can stretch it to show you better. And this is the other side or inner side of this pattern. It's obvious 2 sides. It's very easy to make, only 2 rows make this pattern, and it looks beautiful, and it is puffy. See, it's a little bit puffy, very soft and very nice pattern. I'll show you in different color how that looks. See, in any color actually it looks very nice. I'm using here a yarn called Caron Simply Soft. It looks very good in this yarn. So that's all for this video. Thank you for watching. Bye.